Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Let's solve this question today, that is, which of the following statement is false? Option A, C-peptide is not present in the mature insulin and is removed during maturation into insulin. Option B, A and B chains are joined together by disulphide bonds. Option C, insulin is synthesized as prohormone which contains an extra stretch called C-peptide. Option D, Eli Lilly, an American company, synthesized A and B chains of human insulin together. Now let us understand the question. It says which of the following statement is false. So we have to look for false statement. Option A says C-peptide is not present in the mature insulin and is removed during maturation into insulin. So what are they telling? They're saying that C-peptide is not present in the mature insulin and is removed during maturation into insulin. Now, what are they talking about? What is the C-peptide and what are they talking about insulin? Of course, we know that insulin is a hormone which maintains the glucose level, blood glucose level, right? And it is produced by pancreatic cells called beta cells. Okay, the beta cells are the one which produce what? Insulin. But during production of insulin, okay, first initially it is produced as a proinsulin. Proinsulin. Okay, so proinsulin is an immature form. Immature insulin, it is not functional. So if you talk about the structure of proinsulin, it consists of three peptides. Okay, this is A peptide. Further, it is connected with the C peptide, and further it is connected with the B peptide. Okay. Now this is A peptide, this is B peptide, and this is your C peptide. This is the immature form. Okay. Now further, it undergoes processing, and you can also call it as maturation, during which the C peptide will be removed. Okay. Removal of what occurs here? Removal of C peptide. Okay. Now, when the C peptide is removed, what is remaining? It is cut here. If you cut here, the C peptide will be removed. And what will be remaining? You will get the two peptides, that is A peptide, and you have the B peptide, right? Now, these two will be combined by the formation of disulphide bonds. So that is the basic property of all proteins when they have to undergo, conformational changes, or when they have to undergo the various levels of structural organization and maturation. The formation of disulphide bond is very, very important. Okay. So option A says C-peptide is not present in mature insulin. Yes, the C-peptide is absent here. So that is absolutely right. Option B says A and B chains are joined together by disulphide bond. That also we have shown here, that A and B are joined by disulphide bond. That is also absolutely right. Option C says insulin is synthesized as prohormone, which contains an extra such of C-peptide. Yes, this is the prohormone what we are talking about, or proinsulin, which consists of what? Stretch of C-peptide. That is also correct. Option D says Eli Lilly, an American company, synthesized A and B chains of human insulin together. So actually, they tried to synthesize human insulin, but it did not happen. Where they tried to introduce the entire gene, but then later, the processing had become a problem there. So later, what they did, they introduced the gene for A peptide and B peptide individually into E. coli cells, and they produced the individual peptide chains of A and peptide chains of B. Then once they were extracted outside, and further they treated in such a way that they formed disulphide bond, and then they became mature insulin. They got converted to mature insulin. Okay. So this is incorrect because they are saying that they synthesized A and B chains of human insulin together. They did not synthesize together. They synthesized individually. And how? By introducing individual genes, A separately in one group of cells and B separately in other group of cells. So that is what is the correct statement, but this is the incorrect statement. So our correct answer is what? That is option D, because we have to look for false statement. So let us conclude. The false statement here is option D. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you, everyone.